What's up, guys? Welcome to Gaming Under the Influence. My name's Alex. This is Mike. Today we're discussing.
What are we discussing?
Today we're talking about Daemon X Machina. I hope I'm saying that right.
I think you are.
I think.
Although
so.
I like to say Machina.
Machina. I think Machina kind of sounds better than Machina. It's more Italian.
I don't really know.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't really know.
Anyways, before we jump into that, I guess Mike, what can you tell us about the Blood of Cthulhu?
Oh yeah, this is Blood of Cthulhu. It's
Cthulhu.
a seasonal release from Sawdust City in Gravenhurst, Ontario. It's a stout, an imperial stout, actually 9.5% alcohol. I think.
Holy cow!
Brewed with cranberries,
Nice. Take a look.
black cherries, and raspberries as well. So you get a really intense, like chocolate, dark chocolate coffee overtone with
Yeah.
some tartness from the fruit, right?
It's quite the stark contrast from the fruity, soury drinks we like, the beers we like.
But you definitely get a bit of that fruit in there, no?
Yeah, it's nice to have a stout that isn't Guinness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody thinks stout, oh, Guinness. You know. This is totally different, like leagues different than Guinness. So, you know,
I would
people
say,
don't,
yeah.
I think, maybe realize like how many stouts are out there
What
and
kind of
stuff like
different
this.
stuff there
Yeah.
is. Sounds like a Thanksgiving cranberry sauce vibe to me.
Yeah, it does. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, on to Daemon X Machina going
Yeah.
forward. We'll decide on that one.
Yeah,
This
man.
is
We just go with yours. I'm happier with that.
Well, whatever. We'll see what I feel like saying.
All right.
For
See what comes out.
yeah,
Roll the
basically.
dice.
Right. For those that have never heard of this game or don't know what it is, it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive that came out on last Friday. This is a new release title from Marvelous, the developers Marvelous First Studios, Japanese dev that's been fairly active recently.
I think they did God Eater 3, didn't they?
I think you're right.
Yeah. I heard
Yeah.
that was a pretty good game.
So they've this is basically like a third-person mech game, similar to Armored Core. If anyone's familiar with the Armored Core series, they'll pretty much feel right at home here. It actually shares the producer who worked on. His name was gonna butcher it, but it was his name is Kenichiro Tsukuda.
Yeah.
Tsukuda? Yeah.
Producer on ACA.
So he's a producer on this game. He's worked on Armored Core games in the past. I'm not sure if it was as a producer, but he's familiar with the series. He's worked on them before. So this is being labeled, I guess, the spiritual successor to the Armored Core series. So if you're a fan of mech action games or Armored Core in general, you'll feel right at home here. It's pretty much in that wheelhouse, right? Of course, being a Switch exclusive, it has sort of follows that anime style, cartoony, lower spec graphics, right? Which
Yeah, definitely. Common to a number of different great Switch offerings.
yeah, exactly. It does.
Yeah.
It shares with a lot of Switch titles. What it doesn't share in common with is any of the Armored Core games. I don't think any of the previous Armored Core games had that. If
Not
I'm
that I
not
can
mistaken.
recall.
I mean,
Maybe
they
they-
were on like PS2 and PS3 consoles
Yeah.
anyway, so I think they mostly had more of like a gritty, sort of realistic looking.
Yeah, Western style vibe.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah. Although like everything else, the universe was so
Very Japanese.
Eastern,
yeah.
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know. I haven't played all the
Zone of
Armored
the Enders,
Core.
buddy. Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the
was
Enders, yeah.
Well, maybe it wasn't an Armored Core game, but a mech game.
No, but that was
This
a
is
mech
probably,
game.
It,
Yep.
it has an artistic style closer to that,
Close,
but maybe
definitely
like
closer to Zone of the Enders.
I was just playing a little bit there, like the mechanics and the customization, or maybe closer to Armored Core. Eh?
Yeah, I think that's why. So I mean, he's worked on those games. They're sort of following that kind of the line of work. It's a third person mech action game. I think the meat and potatoes in this game is mostly the customizing your mech. There's like a ton of a variety of play styles. You can have like sniper rifles, assault rifles, shotguns. You can even use like swords, and there's shields, missile launchers on your shoulder things, right? And you can sort of pick and choose where all that equipment goes on your mech. So which
Very cool.
buttons sort of control
Yeah.
what you're doing. Anyway, there's a lot of customization aside from just your paint and colors and decals. That's also all there. But gameplay wise, the weapons and your armor and all that stuff is customizable, and it affects your stats, I think, with terms of like speed and your boost. And boost mechanic where you boost, you go faster, right? The story elements, I haven't really found too much of a heavy story. I mean, there was they mentioned in the beginning that a moon crashed into a moon crashed into the planet, and it sort of released this mysterious energy that took over AI and basically turned them against the people on the planet.
Oh yeah, that was a neat cutscene.
Yeah. So from there, you're a pilot on these, in one of these mechs called Arsenals, and you're basically tasked with, destroying all the AI and sort of, typical saving the world kind of stuff. There's not like, so far anyway, a couple hours in, it's not very heavy story. You're mostly just doing random missions where they drop you in on a map and you eliminate the AI. And then one map, there was like a boss that came out of nowhere. And I've heard there's several boss fights, but that was one early boss, just kind of introducing you to the game and the mechanics and stuff.
Nice.
So it's fun, pretty fun so far. Obviously very limited because I haven't unlocked all of the customization stuff yet.
Yeah.
But I think that's like where most of the fun is gonna come out of here is having, customizing your play style. There's also like multiplayer and co-op and stuff like that. So having, let's say we're playing together, I could have like a full arsenal of guns and you can just be going in with swords and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doing what you like, right? It's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how much is there in terms of unlocking weapons, and I think that's like the heavy bits of it, because even some of the characters, like every time I go into a new mission, it seems that they introduce new characters. So having like a huge wealth of characters, it seems that
they're all playable. You say?
No, just like side characters going in with you on missions. It seems almost as if sort of to solidify that the fact that you're in like a big army full of different pilots and people, and you're like the rookie, right? But I don't think there's gonna be, I mean, I don't know yet, but I don't think there's gonna be sort of like your mainstay side characters. It seems like there's just new characters kind of rotating in with every mission. Maybe there won't be like that's why I don't think it'll be really
players can jump in and take over those characters. Is that how it works in the story? Or?
I don't think so. I think if we go in a game together, those characters will still be there.
I see.
And you play as you, and I would play as my character, right?
Okay, so you would be in addition to those guys. That's cool.
Yeah, I think the side characters is just there just to have some dialogue and just a little bit of characterization with you. But it doesn't seem like any of them are sort of like staple like side characters that you sort of get to know more throughout the story, because they keep bringing in new ones, and there can't be.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
doesn't have
seemingly,
to be about.
It seems different to me. It sort of seems like either like an old Monster Hunter title or Soul Sacrifice on the Vita, where you sort of drop in on a map, you sort of kill your stuff, do your mission, and complete it, move on, and then there are some characters there just to facilitate some dialogue between you as the rookie and them as like veterans or experienced arsenals, whatever, just to sort of have that going forward. They talk about what's going on with the AIs turning on everybody and messing shit up real good.
Nice. There can be some world building without like personal development, I guess.
Without pushing like a heavy like narrative between specific characters, right? Great. I think the protagonist doesn't really speak anyway, so you're kind of just plugged in there, right?
I like that.
Seems like it's a heavy like gameplay game, right? Yeah. And it seems fun. I can't wait to get into more of the customization and see where that goes, right?
That'll be nice, man. Very
cool. I'm pretty excited for this title. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it played well from what I played for a couple of minutes, and it looked like there was a lot of customization options. I'm sure like there's untold numbers, and I saw there like you could put things on your pylons there. Are those like you can't use those while they're there?
The way that works is it's like a quick swap. So if you have like
I see, like your active. Like what you can take on a mission at any time.
Yeah, basically you hit your right pylon, you hit the right D-pad, and it'll just swap the weapon with your right like shoulder weapon or trigger weapon, whatever, right?
Shield or like
eventually
you get melee weapons and stuff like that.
I haven't gotten any yet, but right now I'm rolling like 2 assault rifles in both hands, and then on my left pylon I have the shield, so I can quick swap the shield if I need to bring it in. And I think missiles on the shoulders, just like typical like Armored Core stuff. Like cool. It's pretty cool so far. Yeah,
it's nice. And you have another button slot too, right? Like 4 weapon slots, it seems.
So there's 4, and then I think the 5th one is your shoulder. I'm not sure if there's 1 or 2 shoulder, because I only have 1 equipped right now.
I think you got. I saw there you got like Y is like the auxiliary, whatever that is.
Yeah, auxiliary. I don't know what that is yet.
Oh, and then you have 1
L
shoulder.
is your shoulder, right?
Yeah. And then your 2 that you control with these swaps, I guess.
Yeah, it's a different title. I'm excited that they were able to come out with this on the Switch. Like maybe that's what it took, to sort of drop the graphics spec. They couldn't maybe afford to make Armored Core 6, but then again, the reason it's not Armored Core is because I think From Software owns Armored Core.
I guess so.
So they were, if they don't want to make it, then hey, somebody's like, well, or that guy, Tsukuda over there was like, fuck it, let's make a fucking Armored Core game and call it Daemon X Machina.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. It appeals to me like as a genre, like mech combat.
Yeah, mech combat is badass.
And I like those kind of universes, especially when there's not much in the way of like awkward characterization.
Not much bullshit, yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah, it's pretty
But it can still be a
straightforward
good exercise at world building, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like just like, again, maybe From Software should make it, because just like Dark Souls, those kind of games do well with like well thought out worlds to fuck around in, but not necessarily to follow characters through, because that's kind of tangential to the point.
Yeah.
Right? Like it can have elements drawn from human life without being about human life.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably better in a game like this, or game like Dark
seems
Souls,
like it
more
fits.
mythological, right? Like not in this case, maybe more like a.
Yeah, I'm saying it seems like the way they're going with this game, it fits the what they're going after, right? What the style of this game is and how it plays. So I don't think it's too long of a game. I'm hoping to get through it. I probably will. It seems pretty fun. And
good, man. Very cool.
You see those funny looking Joy-Cons I showed you? They released this exclusive set of Joy-Cons for this game, and they're monstrous. They're just massive. It's so funny. I would like to
play with the Pro Controller, though. I wish I had one.
That would be, your best bet rather than Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that great with the Joy-Cons, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, but I found I had to turn down the sensitivity.
Oh, yeah, and, I didn't do that. But it's definitely a pain in the ass with Joy-Cons as opposed to if you use the Pro Controller. But that's pretty much it on Daemon X Machina. I think it's going to be a good one.
It's interesting to see somebody work in that genre.
Yeah, right?
I don't pay much attention to it anymore.
That's the best part, right?
Yeah. It's
good
neat
stuff.
Looking forward to seeing more of it and playing more of it.
Me too. You'll definitely hear about it.
Yeah, if we don't think it's shit and forget about it.
Drop it like me with Astral Chain. Oh my god, the worst gamer.
I gotta get back to that.
Yeah, you can cover that one. I'm giving up on that one. Sorry.
No worries. It's okay, man. I'm almost done Greedfall. Then I'll play that.
Nice, Greedfall. Yeah. It's good shit.
Yeah, Greedfall's good. I like it.
And fucking Link's Awakening this Friday. We gotta go.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, take care.